Hello everybody, this is Yanmegavideos here, and I've got a battle today against my good friend KoTSy that I met on the internet. So I go for rocks, and he goes for rocks, pretty standard first turn with Metagross leads. I switch out predicting the Earthquake, so I go into my Gyarados, even though he takes a lot from rocks. But he just goes for the Bullet Punch, so that's not going to do much for anyway. So, me and my stupid self forgot... Actually, no, that was a different battle, my bad. He keeps using Bullet Punch, so I just Dragon Dance up, trying to get enough attack and speed so that I can possibly sweep his team with a Gyarados. But it's a Gyarados, so I don't think I will, because my Gyarados never works for me. So he blows up my Gyarados' face, and I forget that it has Clear Body, so he kills me. So my Gyarados went down to an explosion because I'm stupid. So he goes out into Zapdos, and what did I go out into? I went out into Metagross, just because I didn't know what he had. So I go out into Metagross, I use Bullet Punch, because I forget that it's not super effective. He does Heat Wave, but I've got the berry on. The Aqua Berry, that's what it is. I've got the Aqua Berry, so it's not going to do much damage. But I probably won't live another one. So I switch out into my Heatran because I know I'll get the Flash Fire boost. So he goes for the Heat Wave. He gets his lefties. Now my Heatran's Scarfed, so it will outspeed pretty much a lot of things. So I just go for the Flamethrowers, see how much damage it does, and it kills his Zapdos. So I'm 5-4, and then he goes into Kingdra. I don't like Kingdra at all. It's really annoying to take down. So I go into Metagross, he hits me with a Hydro Pump. I don't remember if it's been a while since I did this battle. So my Metagross faints, I was hoping to explode with it. So I just go out into Blissey to take whatever he can do. He hits me with a Draco. And it does decent damage. I believe it gets me to 433. So he gets that special defense drop, so he's probably not going to be standing in. So I just go for the T-Wave, just to slow it. And if he switched out, I would have slowed whatever he sent in. Because I love T-Waving Blissey. It's so helpful. So I take that opportunity to switch out into Jirachi, predicting a switch from him, but he doesn't. He stays in his Kingdra and Hydro Pumps. So the -2 Hydro Pump won't really do much to Jirachi. So I just start Iron Head spamming, because I love flinching. In my opinion, I know everyone's going to think this is wrong, I think Jirachi is better than Togekiss. Yes, that's right. Even though I did just do the same thing, I believe Jirachi is better than Togekiss. So he goes on to his nice shiny Clefable with the green ears, and I just Iron Head and flinch, and I think I do this for a little while, actually. Nope, switch out into Blissey. He goes for the Seismic Toss, so that tells me it's from Gen 3. So I'm thinking that it has this Soft Boiled on it. But I'm wondering if it has Magic Guard, because I can't remember if it can get Magic Guard. So he goes for Toxic. And I hit him with a Thunder Wave, because at this point my Blissey didn't know Toxic. But after the couple of battles against people, I learned to put Toxic on my Blissey. So my Blissey gets hit by the Toxic. He gets leftovers, recovery. Then I go back into Jirachi, because of the fact that I just wanted to see if I could do the Paraflinching again. So, yeah. So I just try to Paraflinch with my Jirachi. No, I trick. That's what I do. So he's stuck in the Seismic Toss. So I suicided my Jirachi to get rid of his leftovers, which actually was a good move at the time, because I didn't want his Clefable to keep getting health while my Scissor pops in and Bullet Punches. I think that should have done more damage, but that's just my opinion. He keeps using Seismic Toss, I keep Bullet Punching, and it's just going to keep going like this for a little while. Hits me with the Seismic Toss. I'm not going to survive another one, but it doesn't matter because I'm just going to kill him. And the Clefable fainted. So he goes out into his... I think this is his last poke. I couldn't tell. He goes out into his Bronzong. So I go out into Blissey because my Blissey knows Flamethrower. I didn't know if it had Levitate or Heat Proof. So hopefully it has Levitate because I don't want it to take no damage from the Heat Proof. But I'm just going to Soft Boil up. And this is a really long Blissey and Bronzong stall, because we pretty much just sit there. And the whole time, I'm sitting there thinking, why does he not just explode on my Blissey? because then it would have taken my Blissey out. Which, I can't remember. I believe he has another poke after this, but I don't remember what it was. So I'm just sitting there. I just keep soft boiling up. And I get back to over half, which is nice. And he keeps going for Earthquake. We're just going to use a mixture of Earthquakes and Gyro Balls here. And if something different happens, I'll tell you. But I would like to tell you about Operation Obliviate, which he recruited me from this match. It's a really cool clan on the Serby forums. And they have their own chat and stuff, and you can go on there. You can talk about Pokemon, battle people. They're really cool people. And yeah, if you ever want to join, just go into Serby, make an account, join Operation Obliviate, and tell them Yanmega sent you. So yeah, that's a pretty cool clan. But then he puts me to sleep. That makes a difference actually, because then I can't be sitting there soft boil spamming. But the still got leftovers, which is 50. And his Earthquake only does 75. So I use Flamethrower, and it doesn't do a lot to the Bronzong. So I'm actually thinking that it does have Heat Proof. But I think later on he told me it has Levitate. But yeah, it's pretty much just this Blissey Bronzong stall. Just shooting off Flamethrowers, and he just shoots off Earthquakes. Sitting here wondering, why does he not explode? But you'll see why later on. It was a really good game. I really wish we had done a rematch just to settle it, but we didn't. So I keep flamethrowing. He keeps quaking. Quaking like a Quaker. Oh no, he uses Hypnosis to put me to sleep. So he can get leftovers? I mean, this just takes way too long. I believe the sleep is what's going to make the game, though. Because I believe he gets a crit on one of these Earthquakes and it takes me out. I think it's this one. No, it's the next one. Yep, I'm telling you the future. Sorry, my commentary isn't very good. It's been a while since I had this battle. But he just quakes and he gets a crit and it takes out my Blissey. When I had my Blissey out, I thought I only had my Heatran left. So I didn't want to switch into an Earthquake. But for me, later on, I do go into Heatran to switch out and make him come out to his Dragonite. Oh, well, sorry about that, random. But okay, I'm not going to edit it. So my Heatran uses Flamethrower, gets his Dragonite down to half. Well, there's Stealth Rocks. So I go into Scissor just to Death Fodder so I could switch out my Heatran, and because it's Scarfed, it's only going to be able to use the one move for the rest of the game because it's my last poke. So I go and I use Dragon Pulse, and that's going to take down the Dragonite. But, I get a crit, so that might have mattered. He sends out his Bronzong, and then I use Dragon Pulse, and it lives. So he can just explode, and it's a tie game. We tied, and that was really good on his Bronzong for blowing up in my Heatran's face. So yeah, bye. Thanks for watching, and